In this video, we're going to take a look at widgets on the iPhone. Now you may be asking yourself, what is a widget? Well, I like to think of it as a small version of an app that lives on your home screen or even your lock screen. It shows you quick information like the weather, your calendar, or your reminders without having to open up the app. Now, if you like what you see here, stick around to the end. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself and how you can help support my efforts in creating these videos. All right, let's take a look at these widgets on the iPhone. Let's go over to my iPhone. So I'm looking at my home screen here, and if we look, you're going to see I have the weather here. It's 76 degrees in Holland, and we have some beach hazards. This is what a widget is. It's pulling that information from the weather app and displaying it on my home screen. If I swipe over to the left, I'm going to go to a different home screen page. You're going to see I have another widget here. This one is telling me my stock, my favorite stock, where they're at today. So that's what our widgets are. Now let's take a look at how we can add these. I'm going to go back to my first home screen, and let's say I wanted to add the stock widget to this screen. How can I do that? Well, in order to add a widget, what we need to do is we need to go into jiggly mode. So I'm just going to press and hold in this area here, or we could press and hold on an app icon. It really doesn't matter, but we just press and hold until the apps start jiggling. Now, once they start jiggling, you're going to see Edit in the upper left-hand corner. And when I tap on Edit, we have the option to add a widget. So now I just tap on Add Widget, and then from here I can select from various widgets, or I can look at all of the apps that have widgets. Apps from both Apple and third-party developers can have widgets. So what I want to do is I want to go and add the stock widget. So I just swipe up until I find stocks here. You're going to see I have stocks here. And now when I tap on that, what I'm going to do is be able to select what size widget I want as well as what information. So you're going to see I have a number of dots here. This tells me how many different versions of this widget there are. And these versions can either be size or information. So right now I'm looking at my watch list. Let's go ahead and swipe over to the left. We can see I'm still looking at my watch list, but it's a different size. It's larger. Let's go ahead and swipe over to the left again. And again, still looking at my watch list, but this one is even larger. And then when I swipe over, now I'm looking at symbols. So again, we're looking at different information as well as different sizes. So we're just going to go with the first one here, my watch list. And in order to add this to my screen, basically I have two different ways to do that. What I can do is I can take this and drag it to my screen. This is typically how I will do it. And then I can place it where I want. Or what we can do is we can tap on Add Widget. It'll add it to the screen. And then I can drag it where I want. So I think of that as a two-step process. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and drag it. And when I do, you're going to see I have the ability here to place it where I want. So let's just go to the right here. And now I've just added that widget. Let's go and add one over here to this screen. So again, I long press, tap on Edit. We go to Add Widget in the upper left-hand corner. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to go to Reminders. I'd like to see my reminders on the home screen. So I tap on Reminders, and again, we have different versions here. Since I don't have a lot of apps on this screen, let's just go with this large one. This time I'm going to tap on Add Widget. It's going to add it to my screen. And now what I can do is I can drag this around where I want. So let's just put it up at the top. And now we've just added that widget. I tap on Done in the corner, and now that widget is on my home screen. So that's how we add a widget. What about removing a widget? Well, to remove a widget, we long press on it until it starts jiggling, and then what you're going to see is you're going to see this little minus here. When I tap on the minus, it's going to remove that widget. I do have to confirm. I'm going to cancel this. I actually don't want to remove it. Another way of removing it is long pressing on it. You're going to get a contextual menu. And then from here, you can remove the widget. Now, in addition to that, what we're also able to do is resize a widget. Maybe what I'd like to do is have the smaller version of the widget on here. Well, instead of removing this one and then going and adding a new one, what I can do is I can actually resize this one. To resize it, what we do is we long press on it. And then from here, what I'm able to do is choose from these different sizes here. So if I wanted to make it smaller, I can tap on one of the icons and it'll make it smaller. And again, I long press. Let's go with this one here. And it's going to make it smaller. And then if I just want to make it an app icon, I can do that as well. I long press on it, and I can just make it the app icon, the Reminders app icon. And now it's just the Reminders app icon. I want to turn this back into a widget. Well, instead of adding a widget, if an app supports widgets, and not all apps support widgets, but if an app supports a widget, what you can do is you can long press on it. So we're going to go with the Reminders here again. And when I do, what I'm able to do is select what size I want from here. So I just go to the largest one, and now there it is back at my large widget. In addition to that, we can also drag this lower right-hand corner to resize it. What I have to do is I have to go into that jiggly mode again. So when I go into the jiggly mode, tap and hold, long press, now you're going to see that there's a little handle here. And all I need to do is just drag this and I can resize it. Make it large again, or we'll just go across the screen, and there it is. When I am done, I tap on done, and now it is done. When we do have a widget, we can also customize it. So with this widget here, this is my inbox. Maybe what I would like to do is have it show what's due today, not my inbox. Well, what we can do is we can customize these. To customize, what we do is we long press on it, and then you're going to see an option for editing the widget. When I tap on this, what I'm able to do is select what I want it to show. So now it's just going to show me things that are due today, and there's everything that's due today. If I wanted to add another widget, Reminders widget, I could do that. I could add another one here. We're going to go to Add Widget, and then I swipe up to Reminders here, or I could just search for it. And we're going to drag this one out. We'll put it below it. We'll make it the same size. And now we can see that this one says it's today, while this one is my inbox. If I go over here to the right, I long press on the weather app. What I'm able to do is edit it again and select what the location is. So if I wanted to have different widgets for weather, maybe different cities, I could do that. I could just keep adding widgets and then select different cities for each individual widget. Now, when you do that, add these different widgets to your screen, it takes up a lot of space. So let's go back over to my reminders. So let's go ahead and add one more in here. So I'm going to long press, edit, add widget, and we're going to go to reminders here. And we're just going to take this one and move it out. And now I have all three of those there. I'm going to edit this one. Oops, I don't want to remove it. I want to edit it. So I edit the widget, and this one is going to show me what is scheduled. So now I have today. I also have what's in my inbox, and I have what is scheduled. Now this is kind of nice, but it has taken up a lot of display space. Wouldn't it be great if we could stack these? Maybe move this one on top of that one, and then also move this one on top of that one, and then all we have to do is swipe. Well, we can do that. They're called stacks. So we're going to stack these widgets. In order to do that, what we do is we just drag one widget on top of another. And when we do that, it's going to create a stack. So let's go ahead and do that. Go into my jiggly mode, where I can move these around easily, and I drag it on top of another one, and you're going to see that the border changes, indicating that I'm turning it into a stack. So now I just place it on top there, and now we can see we have two widgets there. Let's go ahead and add another one. We're going to go with this one here, drag it on top. Now we have three widgets. And I could go and add a weather widget to this. I could add my stocks widget to this. We can stack all kinds of different widgets on top of each other. So when we're done stacking them, now all I need to do is just swipe up and down to switch between the different widgets. So in this case here, I'm looking at my inbox, right? So if I swipe down, you're going to see that I'm looking at my scheduled. And what do you think we're going to see when I swipe down again? Today. I can swipe up, or I can swipe down. It doesn't really matter. Now, some of the widgets, when we're looking at them, we can also interact with them. Let's say that I called this person. All I have to do is just tap on that, and you're going to see that it's going to mark it as done. And now it disappears, and I'm ready for my next task. So in addition to viewing information, we can also interact with these widgets. So now I responded to lunch on Friday. I just tap on it. You're going to see that. It is blue, and then eventually it'll disappear. And I'm ready for my next task. Also, what we're able to do is open up the app that the widget belongs to. In this case here, it belongs to the Reminders app. Well, what I need to do is I just need to tap in this area here. Because if I tap in this area here, it's going to mark it as done, right? We don't want to do that. But if I tap in this area here, watch what happens. It opens up my Reminders app. Not only does it open up my Reminders app, but it opens it up to today, because that's what I was looking at. Go back over here, you can see I'm looking at today. So if I swipe down and I'm looking at my inbox here, what do you think is going to happen when I tap on that? It's going to open up to my inbox. So if I had the Stocks app on here, I could tap on a stock and it'll open up the Stocks app to that particular stock as an example. This works with all kinds of different apps, including third-party apps. So that's how we work with our widgets on the iPhone. Like I said, these widgets are basically a smaller version of an app that lives on your home screen. It gives you quick information, and not only does it give you quick information, but you can also interact with it. This works with third-party apps as well as Apple apps. Basically, the developer just has to implement widgets in their app. So it doesn't work across all apps, but it does work across a lot of them. To get to see all of your widgets, you just go into the jiggly mode, tap on Edit in the upper left-hand corner, and then tap on Add Widgets. And then from there, you can select which widgets you want to see, what the size, what they're showing, drag it to your screen, and that widget is now on your screen. From there, you're able to resize it as well as modify the information that is showing in that widget. And then, of course, you can stack multiple widgets on top of each other. So that's how we work with widgets on the iPhone. Now, if you found this video helpful, what you may want to do is like the video. You can subscribe to my channel. You can share it with your friends and family. In addition to that, I also have a couple of other options that help support my efforts in creating these videos. I have danstutorials.com. This is a membership-based website that includes more videos than what I have on YouTube. I also have an AI assistant modeled after an Apple Genius. Like I said, this is a membership-based site, so when you become a member, what I'll do for you is I'll take out all of the ads from the videos. You'll have full access to that AI assistant. Now, if you don't like subscriptions, such as memberships, I also have another option, Dan's Online Courses. These are courses on individual devices such as the iPhone, and they're a one-time purchase. They're not a subscription. As of this recording, I have one course on there for the iPhone, but I am working on a course for the iPad, and then after that, I'll be working on one for the Mac as well. Check out Dan's Online Courses to see what I have to offer there. Either way, what you're doing when you become a member or purchase a course, you are helping support a small business. It is just me in a corner office of my house. I'm not part of some large organization. So when you do become a member or you purchase a course, you are directly affecting my efforts in creating these videos. Check out danstutorials.com or dansonlinecourses.com for more information, and thanks for watching.